Hi, my name is Kedda, and I'm the pastor of the Emmaus Ecumenical Catholic Community located in Olympia, Washington. I'm also the diocesan bishop for the Ecumenical Catholic Communion's Diocese of the Pacific Northwest. I'm sitting here at my dining room table, and I'm looking forward to spending just a few moments with you talking about the season of Advent. I'm a person who looks forward to the season of Advent every year because for me it means new beginnings. Churches around the world are ending one liturgical year and beginning another. And just as we restart the cycle of the church year, Advent gives us an opportunity to restart our lives. We are privileged to journey once again to deepen our understanding of God, to deepen our understanding of Christ, but mostly to deepen our understanding of ourselves in relationship with God, in relationship with each other, and in relationship with Christ. And it turns out that Advent is a wonderful time to join a church because the whole church is starting over again on a new journey of faith. So you are very welcome to join us at the Emmaus Ecumenical Catholic Community located in Olympia, Washington. And you can also find a safe harbor with any of our ECC churches throughout our diocese. But we're not just a safe harbor for people. Our churches are also prophetic. It's a place where we hear God calling us to be more loving and to be more just as God is loving and just for us. Advent goes almost unnoticed by the world around us. But we shouldn't let it just slip through our fingers. We should grasp onto it and discern the meaning of Advent. Yes, this is the season when we are preparing for Christmas. And I'm not saying don't prepare for Christmas. Enter into the preparations joyfully. But during Advent, this is also the time when we look at the actual darkness of our world. We're not afraid to look at it and to name it. Even as we are experiencing an actual darkness in our natural seasons. We get up and it's dark, and then we have a brief interlude of daylight, and then the darkness just seems to settle on us all too soon. But this is the time when we can recognize and we can name the darkness in our world. We name the poverty and the starvation and the violence and racial hatred and what seem to be endless wars and a growing disparity of wealth until it looks like Scrooge has run rampant over our country. However, we look at the darkness and we name the darkness, but we do not curse the darkness, because we remember that many things worth waiting for are happening in the darkness, even though we don't see them. Just in nature, a seed breaks open in the darkness of the soil, and a child grows mysteriously in the darkness of its mother's womb. So also, the Holy Spirit of God broods over our human chaos and our human darkness and creates new light and new life out of that darkness. So Advent is a time when we look at the darkness, and that causes us to yearn and to long for the light. During Advent, we prepare then to welcome the light back into our lives, to open our hearts once again to the light of God. For God has entered our world in a tangible way, letting us know that God has always been with us, and God is for us, and God is on our side. God is with us still, promising us always a way out of our human darkness, if we will but follow the one that was sent to us to show us the way. Even in the midst of our most troubling and difficult times and our darkest moments, we can look for possibilities. We can allow ourselves to experience a new birth of light and a new birth of hope. And so I pray, may this Advent be a time for growth for all of us, and a time of hope, of an awareness of a light already present to us. And may we build on the promises of God for a more just and a more loving world. Thanks for spending these few moments with me, reflecting on the season of Advent, the season I loved. I'm Bishop Kedda. I'm the pastor of the Emmaus Ecumenical Catholic Community in Olympia. I'm the diocesan bishop for the ECC communities in the Pacific Northwest. I invite you to come to Emmaus. I invite you to seek out one of our ECC communities, because when you find us, you will find the endearing quality of God's love that helps us all to feel safe, and it allows us to risk being who we really are. Thank you again for spending these moments with me.